Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Electroswap and what's going on with the Electroneum project as it started its own new blockchain. And of course, we're getting to see an Electroneum that is utilizing smart contracts, having many of the features Ethereum based chains have. Of course, this is very exciting news. As a reminder, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep up on the latest information about the Electroneum community. As well, we're going to get into today some of this great uh, developments so far with Electroneum. So it's already happening. We're getting to see decentralized exchanges occurring on Electroneum, and we have talked about how the future of Electroneum was going to have features like this, where we're going to see awesome projects, great projects that are going to allow Electroneum to gain in value, but also reach out to the developers, and various communities to come into Electroneum and create great useful projects that will bring even more value to the Electroneum network, right? And so, of course, it's early days. Just last week, the Electroneum project had a successful creation of the blockchain. Um, but what we got so far is something that's going to be needed, and that is the uh, Electroneum, or one of the Electroneum dexes so far, called Electroswap. Now, this is very exciting to us personally because many of you all who follow the channel have had or have heard about our involvement in a project called Bitcoin MYK that has basically deals with chat GPT automation and how to create a future where these automatons, these artificial general intelligence systems don't make human beings obsolete to the point where they're going to outpace us in the workforce. They're going to outpace us in intelligence. And of course, what generally happens in systems like this is um, jobs get displaced. Now, also, what happens is new jobs are created, right? That is so. But as we speed up into these revolutions of AI and these advancements, it's hard to predict the future. And of course, we should be or take caution to what can happen and be prepared to where we're going, and how to deal with human beings who may suffer as a result of these advancements, right? Some people are optimistic. They think it will create new jobs, but keep in mind, these will be probably more high tech jobs in a world where most jobs are repetitive tasks, meaning most jobs aren't done by low skilled workers, right? Or they are done by lower skilled workers. Uh, and less are done by high tech workers, right? So the adjustment to that maybe one demand wise we can't meet, or it may not be necessary to be met. All that being said, to say that this is going to provide opportunities for new great projects such as ours to be on the Electroneum network. I think that's going to make a lot of you guys happy. Many of you all who just have been uh, target onslaught, dead center focus on the Electroneum coin, which I think is a great idea, because if you're holding Electroneum, you will bear the benefits of many of these projects either way. But it's also going to be an opportunity for maybe some great opportunity, great growth rates possibly, and what can come out of these new projects going on Electroneum, as well as bringing more money to the Electroneum network. That's always a good thing, right? Uh, And so that means Bitcoin MYK, it looks like, will most certainly be in the near future here on the Electroneum network. So we're very excited about that. Um, of course, many of us have looked at the price of Electroneum. We've seen great developments over the last few months, great price moves. Electroneum being up about 3 times its value, probably going to go even further. I think we might hit the 1 cent mark, might hit the 2 or 3 cent mark. We could even possibly see 20 cents again, right? So very exciting stuff. Things I'm glad to see. It's been a long time coming. But you know, Electroniums has always been on the plan. They've always been on the road. Uh, and it also just goes to show, and even like with the projects I'm working on, what it goes to show is that good projects take a long time. And But they're worth it once they get to their destination. Now, of course, crypto, the crypto space has taken shortcuts. It's put bitter taste in people's mouths with the meme coins and such because basically what that provides is short-term gratification to many of the users of Electroneum. And it doesn't seem to be much going on. Now, from what I hear so far, and I got to do more research on this, but what I hear so far is that there are only a few coins on the Electroneum network. There's only a few tokens, right? Now, one such I believe is going to be called Bolt, and Bolt's going to be that version of the Electroswap token, right? Their own token uh, called Bolt, I believe. And this token, it's reminiscent of what you get with Uniswap, what you get with PancakeSwap, what you get with many of these decentralized exchanges. And of course, when we're talking about decentralized exchanges, we're talking about exchanges that are not centralized, right, to the point similar to what you get with your Binances and where there's a company and a team running them. This is all hands off. This is run by the people who trade the cryptocurrency, all done through code. Um, and so Basically what cryptocurrency was meant to be, right? It wasn't meant to be centralized exchanges with big companies deciding who gets on and who doesn't, policing the space, creating problems in regulatory laws across the globe. Uh, Decentralized exchanges kind of cut through all of that, in that there is no centralized authority that's operating these things as such, right? And There's no custody of your cryptocurrency to these entities. Everybody holds their own coins, right? So it's going to be very exciting to see where Electronium's going. So far, so good. So far, they're doing exactly and going in the exact directions I thought they would be going into. I just want to say this, guys, again, many of you all who watch the channel, forget to hit that subscribe button, right? Let's get this information out to the cryptocurrency masses. Leave these videos on your social media. Let people know about the project. It's only going to help your position in Electroneum to become more valuable, right? But also pay attention to these projects like Bolt, which are probably going to perform well. I'm sure that it's going to be some pretty good trading, especially as one of the forerunner dexes out there. Especially when we start to see many projects trading on Electroneum because of the low fees, right? Obviously it's going to be better than using Ethereum. You're going to be able to get um, your transfer of value across the globe for pennies or fractions of pennies, more likely. And that's going to be all good stuff. It's going to be the dream of many of these Electroneum-like fork projects, or I'm sorry, Ethereum-like fork-based projects um, that run on that protocol. Um, I think that's about all I want to say in the video. As more information becomes available, as more development comes available, we're going to let you know about those things. But it looks great, guys. Electronium is just dotting all their I's and crossing all their T's. They have operated within the regulatory guidelines, which I would think, right, and let me just say this before I get out of here, but I would think that if you're trusting projects with your money, right, your hard earned money, that some of the first course actions would be to make sure that regulation isn't going to be a concern for your money down the pipeline. And by Electronium, who's been working very much hand in hand with its government and trying to make sure they do everything correctly, that should give you guys all the confidence you need, right? I don't care about what you're saying about performance of this project or that project and what's going to be happening with it later or what could happen. Uh, at some point, you're going to go run head to head with regulation, and that's going to become a brick wall for many of these projects, right? But if Electronium has already navigated those waters and the regulatory bodies are going to let them through, if the exchanges are going to let them through, then they're going to have less issue in that department, right? And so it's going to be less concern about what's going to happen with your money in these projects, right? And that should give a lot of the cryptocurrency space a lot of confidence to put their value into Electronium, simply because the chances become a great deal lower that they're going to have problems. There are many projects out here now that are in battle with the SEC, uh, issues with them, legal parameters, and as a result of that, their value is decreasing. People are upset. They don't know what's going to happen from one day to another. That doesn't seem to be a problem with Electronium. They, from the beginning, have been dealing with regulation. And the level of confidence that should give us where to put our money and the value of Electronium is opportunity for a tremendous upside potential. That should be a great deal of relief to many of you all. I think that's why we call this the education entertainment television show and not the crypto hype channel show, etc. Because of the fact that we don't just look at the short term, we look down the road. And a lot of people who've been holding their Electronium bags for years now. I mean, probably since 2017, and a little bit they'll be have held it for 10 years, right? These are the people who I think in terms like that. I think it's going to pay off big time down the road for those people. Right, it's already starting to pay off now. Um, that's all I'm going to say in this video. Again, don't sleep on Bitcoin MYK, our project, because you can get the cryptocurrency free. You can get it now. And so then when we make that leap to the Electronium blockchain, you're going to be able to move even more of your tokens over to Electronium, right? So that's going to provide even more opportunity for you to get more. So you definitely need to pay attention to that. Ask questions about the project, get a little bit better understanding of the project. Go back to the beginning of the video. We explained to you a great deal what it's doing and why it's important. But I'm going to let that be that. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Takes about 30 seconds. Is of tremendous value to us because what it does is it's going to put Electronium videos into the YouTube search algorithm. I know how it is when you watch YouTube videos. I do it and I forget to like and subscribe sometimes myself, or I just don't think it's a big deal, or I'm busy. I'm going to move on to the next thing. But this is a little bit different, guys, because many of you all who watch Electronium videos, you do hold Electronium cryptocurrency. It means you already got your money into it. And so you want this content out there so more value can come in. And so think of it like taking a moment to subscribe, taking a moment to like the videos, as helping to boost the value of your bags, right? That's all we want to say. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.